Hey everybody, it's JD17402 and welcome back to another episode of Nancy Drew, Ghost Dogs and Moon Lake. In this episode, we're going to be exploring around Sally's property a little bit more because I believe I didn't show you something that is within Sally's house. More specifically, I didn't show you this clock over here. So when you turn the hands, a little dog pops out and it shows a picture in the background. Yeah, same here. So when you turn the hands, that happens. So anyways, what you're supposed to do is use that to correspond with these statues here.
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
It's stuck.
So you're going to need some sandpaper to loosen up that one statue there. So I guess we're gonna have to go back to M's Emporium and talk to her about that. Over the lake to M's Emporium we go. La 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 la. I don't know the rest of the words, so let's just head on over to M's, shall we? Alright, hello M, got any sandpaper for me?
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out.
Oh, go figure.
That observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
Well, I have to say, I guess he kind of deserves it.
Think I could get some from him?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Guess I'll see you later.
Keep on trucking.
Thanks, Sam. I think I will. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go find Red Knot and ask him for some sandpaper. Come on, Red Knot, please give me some sandpaper that I need. I don't know, at this point I'm just making random noises. Hello, Red, you got anything for me that I might need?
I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some?
Here, take it and scram. I was just about to call in a meadowlark. That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your wife?
Good heavens, no. My wife had no patience for birding. Ruth was my dog. Border collie.
Oh.
She'd hear a meadowlark, and by golly, her ears would perk, and she'd cock her head, and she'd just come as close to smiling as ever a dog could.
Was she the only dog you ever had?
Yep. Wouldn't be worth the hassle anymore. Especially now that I'm retired and spend so much time at Moon Lake. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Akers just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
Okay then. Well, that is interesting. Now we know that Mr. Red Knot has experience with dogs. Maybe he has, maybe he's the one causing the dogs to attack Sally's house. Alright, well, now that that is unstuck, we can turn these freely. And, depending on where you turn these, here, I'll turn Vitus, because that's the first one that pops out. Depending on which way you turn these, when you look over here, see the picture is different now. I believe that is winter. So each of these, each of the directions that you turn the statues, it depends on which season it is. Sorry, so this is summer. This direction is winter, I think. This one might be fall. I think, and this one is spring. I'm not sure what the front and right directions are, but I can guess. So what you're supposed to do, I'm going to pull out my PDA here, is you're supposed to, where is it? You're supposed to match up the dog's birth dates with which season they were in. So Iggy was born in the fall, Lucy was born in the spring, Xander was born in the summer, and Vitus was born in the winter. Alright, so Vitus was born in the winter, Xander was born in the summer, Iggy was born in the spring. I think this is the spring. Okay, no, not the spring. Alright, so that's the way those dogs are supposed to be facing. Now, as you can see, something opened up over here, but we can't get to it because of the rotting floorboards. So what you're supposed to do is put down the new floorboards that you found throughout the property down here. I honestly don't understand how this works better than putting on, like, nailing them to the rotten floorboards. Like, wouldn't we just fall straight through? I don't get that. Alright, so anyways, we come down here to the basement area. Ooh, a picture. And, oh, I just put my flashlight away. Oh well. Alright, so now let's take a look around here. Looks like we're in the basement. There's something over here. Ooh. Safe, or what is this? Coppers, number, what? Sheik dies, Black Tuesday, 14th Saint Hotel fire, Uncle Clayton died. Interesting.
It could be mice making that sound.
Alright, so we got a safe here, but we don't know the combination. Alright, before I move on any farther here, you can use your pen. So what you're supposed to do
What's the combination?
is use your pen on that hole to get it to work. Because if you don't, the number wheel will be blocked. Alright, so it looks like the latest combination is Mickey Malone Pinched. Now, for those of you who are not good at vocabulary, pinched means arrested. And what do we have here?
William Akers. I wonder if he's related to Jeff Akers.
Philadelphia Gazette. Mr. Malone has never spent a night in jail, and he never will, said Mr. Akers, said William Akers. You know why? Because he's just an ordinary Joe trying to run it. Okay. Yeah, so you can't... Alright, actually you can read the full article, but, ooh! Houdini, Master Magician. So yeah, this is an article on, Mickey Malone. I could wait for him, what for, anything I want to know about Mickey Malone. I can tell you, I've worked for him for 15 years. Alright, so this looks like an article on what? Alright, so that looks like an article on, one of Malone's henchmen, like, I guess talking about his life, being one of Malone's gang members. But anyways, I'm gonna go to the ranger station and ask him about, I'm gonna ask Ranger Akers a few questions here. Oh god, I've been sniffling a lot lately. Mr. Akers, I have a... Ooh! Hello! Aw, isn't he adorable?
You're back.
I noticed you have a dog.
That's Yogi, who never goes out unless he's on a leash. Park rules.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. You and your park rules.
I couldn't help but notice that he's about the same size as those ghost dogs were.
I hope you're not suggesting I trained Yogi to run around in the middle of the night barking and attacking houses.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that, what's to know?
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake, do you mind if I ask you some questions about Mickey Malone?
Not at all.
The article mentioned that a man named William Akers used to work for Malone. Is he a relative of yours?
No. Quite a coincidence, I'll admit, but no. I am in no way related to the head flunky of some two-bit gangster and his gang of thugs.
Are you sure about that? Because that article seemed to imply that you were, considering that his last name was Akers.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was.
Interesting.
And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
When and why was Malone arrested?
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. As usual, I'm a little pressed for time.
But you said you would answer all my
Why don't you
questions!
sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids that I've put together?
What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison?
Fortunately for Moon Lake, they all left and went their separate ways.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Alright, so we can go ahead and peruse the Moon Lake database here. History of Moon Lake. Early settlers. I don't think... Oh, this is about Native Americans, I think. Famous residents. This looks like one of Malone's dogs. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody was hurt, but rather than going to bother of repairing the boat, Ziegfeld simply left it there. Legend was it blah, blah, blah. Local and Franklin spent the summer days of some blah, blah, blah. The site of the old up and down of the East Coast to attend parties he threw at Moon Lake. Distributing illegal liquor. I don't really see... let's see. He was convicted of tax evasion in 1933 and sent to prison where he eventually died. Well, that doesn't exactly give me a clear idea of when Mickey Malone was arrested. I don't really think that there's anything else here that would help me figure it out. Ooh, what's in here?
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Akers' permission.
So let's go talk to Ranger Akers about what's in the trunk.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Oh, wait, no, can't do that.
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Akers' permission.
Alright, well, I don't think there's really anything else in the museum that will help me figure out what's going on in there. So, actually, I'm running out of time here, so I think I'll end the episode here. So next time on Nancy Drew, Ghost Dogs and Moon Lake, we will be getting we will be figuring out who this Vivian Burnett woman is and possibly contacting her. Alright, see you guys next time.